I just find it so cool how over a year and a half ago, I was out for a walk talking with the Lord, and he very clearly was telling me that he wanted me to study the book of Deuteronomy. And I was terrified. I remember being terrified 2 years prior when he asked me to study the book of Romans, because I was like, Lord, this is for Bible scholars and pastors, not for me. Like, it's complicated. And he told me he would be with me through it all, right? And I remember talking to him about the whole situation with Deuteronomy. And I asked him, I was like, I'm going to need help if we're going to do this, okay? Because I want to be obedient to you. But at the same time, like, I don't want to put myself in the position of like teaching anything that I'm not, prepared to cover. Oh, hi, by the way, that's my shadow. And he very clearly told me with that just calm, gentle voice of his, if I asked, he would teach me. He's like, I will guide you through this. I will show you what to speak. I will teach you. And I was like, oh, okay, that's terrifying. So, and now tonight I'm getting ready for the very last night, week number 80, which isn't that prophetic that we land at the end on the 80th week of teachings from Deuteronomy? I didn't plan it that way. It just happened, okay? And so we land ourselves on this last week of teachings through the book of Deuteronomy. And it feels like day one. It feels like day one when I was asking the Lord, like, are you going to be with me? I need your hand guiding me through all of this, And just as he led me through Deuteronomy, I'm just amazed that we've actually come out unscathed on the other end and infinitely more knowledgeable now of his word and how it just ties in with the prophecy and his legal guidelines on how his kingdom runs. I have such a deeper understanding and knowledge of him now than I had before I started this. And I'm very thankful to him for bringing me on this whole journey, right? Anyhow, so we're going to be starting a new book next week, and just in time for the spring feasts, okay? I'm celebrating the Biblical New Year in April this year, not in March. So I'm celebrating in April. I'm doing Passover in April, and the Feast of Unleavened Bread, and the Feast of First Fruits, and I'm super excited. I've been talking about it on my story on the picture app. Am I allowed to say its name? Probably not. But I've been talking about that a fair bit over this last while. And so I'm really excited to dig into the new book. I haven't publicized what that's going to be. That's going to get released tonight during Bible study, at the end of Bible study. So if you want to come in and hear it for the first time, you're welcome to join us. But yeah, we're concluding. I'm so excited. And you know what? Let me tell you a story here. So I was really wrestling with the Lord on where to go from Deuteronomy, because you can go backwards to Leviticus. You can go forwards to Joshua. You could go to prophetic books like Daniel and Revelation. And there's just like, it all kind of intertwines like this just majestically woven web of intricacies and interconnectivities. So I prayed a lot, and I thought for sure I was going to be going to one specific book, which was a prophetic book. And I'm not gonna say nothing, because you guys you gotta wait. I thought for sure we were going to be going to this one specific prophetic book, but I felt just this kind of hint of unrest in my spirit about it. So I was talking to the Lord, and I'm like, okay, is this where you want me to go? Because why do I feel I'm not at rest? And then my mom came to me one day, and she was like, well, what about this one? And I prayed about it, and I was just like, nope. And then it was so funny, because the day that I came to her to tell her, she's the only person who knows. The day I came to tell her what book we were going to do, she confirmed it. And she was like, that's what the Lord was sharing with me too. So it was just like this perfect kind of like conjunction of confirmations, I guess. And I feel the closer that we get to starting the new book, the more comfortable I feel with it, and the more at peace I feel. Like I just know that the Lord is calling us in that direction. And it's gonna be so good. I'm so excited for you guys to see. But before we get to that, we got to go to the end of Deuteronomy and finish it off. So tonight, live stream, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, I guess now. And that is going to be on the Picture app, this app, and what else? Oh yeah, and by the way, in case I keep this up for longer, it's the 22nd? No, not the 22nd. 22nd is next week. 15th of March. But yeah, I'm excited. Hope you guys are excited. I will see you then. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I always love to hear from you guys. Send me a DM, send me a comment. That's one of several ways that we share the news and can get this thing pushed out to other people so that they can hear and come join us as well. And invite a friend. If you got friends who are curious about the Bible, invite a friend. Or stay tuned till you hear about what we're doing in the future. Maybe they want to get started with a fresh new book right off the bat. So yeah, that's what we got. Toodaloo.